Good morning and welcome to Wednesday's Pause for Thought. This morning's Pause for Thought is the penultimate one before we break for the summer and hopefully come back in the autumn. When we started them back in January, we were entering a period of waiting. In fact, we've done quite a bit of waiting over the last 18 months. I don't know about you, but for me, the first lockdown was not only long, but quite stressful. Waiting for it to come to an end, well, it seemed like it was never going to end at one point. Of course, we had 2 further lockdowns since then, and again, we had to wait for them to pass and for restrictions to ease. Of course, in between the lockdowns, it wasn't what we knew as normal society. So lots of you waited to visit family who live a long way away. Some of you waited to hear about operations that had to be cancelled. Some of you waited and prayed for friends and family to recover from the infection. While some waited themselves for recovery, themselves from it, and for healing. And some of us have friends and family who sadly did not recover. And we've also lost friends and family over that time and not been able to say goodbye with all the family present because of social distancing. And so some are still waiting for that time to come when we can gather together with friends in church and give thanks for their lives of our friends and family, and to be surrounded by our friends and family. And even now, with the lifting of restrictions, we still wait to see what the effect of that lifting of restrictions will have on infections, and whether in the next couple of months we will be able to meet freely and without fear of transmitting or contracting the virus. Yes, we've done a lot of waiting in the last 18 months, and it's not quite over yet. It made me think of this reflection which I'd like to share with you. It reminds us of the importance of whom we wait upon. Be blessed as you listen.
This is my poor old herb bed. It's overgrown in some places and it's dry and it's not that well planted, but I try my best. What I don't count on in the winter when I look after it is these things. These are bluebells here, and I have no idea where they are in the winter because they're bulbs hiding underground, and every year I'm surprised at where they pop up. And there's some here that just shot straight through the oregano. And I was thinking about how they are so patient, those bulbs. They sit there underground and they don't really, they don't feel stressed about that. Science tells us that the plants have these amazing biological clocks, like our circadian rhythms, that count the days, count the nights, feel the temperature in the air, feel the temperature in the soil to know when it's time to start growing in the springtime. They don't want to grow in the winter when there are no pollinators, any bees around, so they wait until just the right time. And that made me think of Psalm 27, which starts like this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" I don't know, lots of us might be fearful at the moment and scared of many things. But the psalm ends like this: "I'm still confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord." I think we could learn something from the bluebells about waiting, about knowing that God has the right things for us in the right season. Let's do some waiting now. take a couple of deep breaths. These are strange times, times of darkness and of confusion. Imagine being that bluebell bulb, deep in the soil, buried in the dark, but counting the hours. God, we ask you for patience, the patience we see in so much of creation, just waiting for the right time to shoot up from the ground. Help us to be watchful as we wait, prayerful as we consider our times, so that we are ready when you call us to act and to go.